Used parts. Hey guys, Jordan here from Budget PCJA, and I love used parts because of two main reasons. One is that you get the best deal. I love juicy deals. I look forward to juicy deals. I'm excited about good deals, right? And the second reason is because here in Jamaica, it's really hard to return parts that aren't working. And when it's used, you actually have an extra level of reassuredness that, hey, the parts have worked, they have functioned. You can ask the seller for video proof that it's working. So you know that when you plug it in, it'll function. It's performing its tasks, and you don't have to worry about it. It's no headache, right? So let me go into the 4 components that I love getting used. Number 1 are monitors. Monitors are an excellent component to get used because they're stationary and they have a really long lifespan, like 5 years or more, right? So I was up for a used monitor when I get the opportunity to, because the deal that you get on them is normally so much better than a deal on a new monitor. So some people are really picky and they want to get new, but the best deal for monitors is used. The second component I recommend for you to get used is RAM. RAM is kind of boring, sure, but it's so important. And you want to get the best frequency for your board. You want to get as much RAM as you can possibly get. that's reasonable, within reason. And the best way to do that is to get it used. Normally a used RAM is not that much cheaper than new RAM, but if you can save a couple dollars that you can use somewhere else, maybe getting RGB, then I recommend you go for that, because used RAM is basically no risk. The third component I recommend for you to get used is a CPU. Actually, this is the component I always recommend for you to get used, because you don't get any issues with used CPUs. Even if they have bent pins, you can just straighten them back up, plop them in a board, and they work. It's just fine. It's awesome. Use CPUs all the time. The only time I'd say to stay away from a used CPU is if it's delidded. So if it's delidded, the person that was using it probably did some weird stuff to it, like to try and get it to a higher frequency. So it's a little bit more volatile at that point in time, and that's the only time I'd say exercise some caution, maybe opt for something that's not delidded. And the last component I recommend for you to get used is a graphics card. You get the best deals on used graphics cards, mainly because the best deal on graphics cards are the ones that aren't in production anymore. So when you get those graphics cards, they can usually compete so much better with the new components, especially when you choose a high-end older gen graphics card and you compare that to a newer gen mid-tier graphics card. It's normally going to be cheaper and the performance is usually way better. So graphics cards are more volatile. You are more likely to get an issue with a used graphics card, I'll be honest. But if it works the first time, you're very likely to have it working for a very long time after that. And that's why I recommend used graphics cards. I always opt for a used graphics card if I can, because I always look out for the best deal, especially the best price for performance, and that's always in the used graphics cards. So that's the video. Those are all the parts I recommend for you to get used. Let me go over them one more time. Monitors, RAM, CPUs, and graphics cards. Those are the best deals that you can get used. Those are the best deals for those components used every single time. Do you guys have any recommendations for used components? What do you think? What do you feel about them? All right, share your suggestions. If you really like this video, like, comment what you liked about it, and subscribe. Share with your friends too. All right guys, that's it for today. Bye bye.